Hello and welcome to the channel Seen with Chips. If you haven't been here before, then welcome for the first time, and please consider subscribing and pressing the bell button so you can see the videos that I'm making throughout the year. There you go then. Right, what I'm going to do today, the videos that I'm going to put up today are two little, well, not so much techie tips, but sort of information tips. On the first one is going to be on that little bolt that goes in your back fender for your holding your seat on, and what happens when you lose the little circlip on the top, how to put that back on, which is quite simple when you know how, but I know that I spend a lot of time trying to work it out, and it took me hours of frustration. And the second one is replacing the spring on your kickstand. There's that could be quite frustrating as well, because unless you know exactly how to do it, or the easy way to do it, then you could spend a lot of time sort of trying to work it all out. But hopefully this will be an informative video that shows you how to do it. Okay, but just before we get into that, you know, this cost of living crisis, I mean, good God, the price of power and stuff. There's a Chinese restaurant near me that got a £10,000 bill for electricity, and you know, we can't turn the lights off, but we do dim sum. Ha ha! I'm here all week. Okay, let's get on with it.
Okay, so many of you, we're trying to make this a little bit humorous for you. Many of you will know that obviously you've got your rear seat and you've got the bolt in the back, and you may have lost the little horseshoe shaped clip. But the biggest problem with these is obviously you've got the small,
and you drop them quite often, and you can lose them.
And you lose it really easily. But in the fender, we've got the fender off, so it makes it easy for us. You've got the horseshoe and the little receiver for it, and then obviously the clip goes in. But when this is on the bike and you've got the wheel and everything, you can't get your hand up the back of it or up the side of it. It's all too small, and we'll always say that there's always a little secret little tip to doing these, and the best friend to a mechanic is you get the zip tie, the cable tie, which you all know, get a nice length one, and feed the zip tie through the horseshoe, and then at the side here you've only got small space, obviously, because we've got the tyre, but you can, I'm going to make myself look an idiot probably here, but you feed it up the side, obviously you can look through the top, you can find it, you see it come through. Then you bring your zip tie, obviously your wheel's in the way, you bring your little zip tie up, you can turn it round to wherever you want it, put the clip on, and then remove the zip tie, obviously you can just drop it and it'll fall out, it's next to your wheel, job done.
Perfect. You can't believe how much I struggled with that when I lost that thing originally.
Yeah, everybody does the same thing.
I thought I was going to take the wheel off to do it.
That's it. I know many people do that, but the thing with this is just a simple zip tie through the side, job done.
What did you tell me when I was riding my bike? If you're going to go out riding, make sure you've got zip ties and gaffer tape.
Yeah,
and that'll get you home.
That'll get you back home. But that's all you need. Simple thing. Hope it helps you.
Right, I hope you found that informative. Just trying to, using that little tie wrap and to pull it up through that hole just seems such a simple idea, and it is simple when you know how. Okay, so the next one we're going to go on to is the spring, the kickstand spring. So let's see an easy way of replacing that.
You said you may have the side stand and it's swinging low and the side stand spring's stretched. And you think, well, it's simple enough, we'll do it. It is a simple task if you actually watch this, and if you've never done it before. This is the trick that everybody wants to know but gets lost with. So obviously we've got the bike jacked up, it's strapped down for safety. Obviously you're taking the side stand off, it can't be leaning on it. So Steve will just palm down and just look. So first things first, we remove the half inch bolt. Side stands off, and springs good on this one. We're not actually going to replace it, but we'll take it off and show you how it's done. So we'll just undo that. Actually, not a big job. And for those that have never been in here before, we hope you can see it. I'm sure you can. We put another light on for you. There is an orientation to the lock on the top, which is then this is really what we call it. So you just push the actual stand up a little bit, and then as always, when you get it off, you can't get it off. It's just there we go. So it's off. So then what will happen is that you can see there, and I mean you see this.
Can I hold the light?
Yeah, you can do. If the spring, if you pan here, Steve, the side stand will want to go forward now, and then it goes loose then. But I've taken the lock off. Now just look at this, because you've probably never seen this if you've never taken it off. It says on downside, so it really is idiot proof. Super good. You'll never have seen it before. Make sure you put it downwards. It obviously goes on that way. So Steve pans down a bit and comes down with the light. So you've got the light down. So obviously the side stands down and will come out now. But the issue is you've got your new spring and you can't get it on because of it's too short. Well, if you push right forward, you'll see this one now. It's really plenty of space in it, so it'll just unhook off the back. Never does when you want it to. There you go. So there's your spring. There are a couple of variations to these. You can get it in chrome. The different ones I think it's a different one for a soft tail, different length. It looks exactly the same, but just make sure you get the correct one for your bike. So hook it on in the back. Some have a little peg. The soft tail has a little peg that you hook it round. This one hooks in a hole. Hook it round and bring it right forward. I'm nearly at the fender now. Just right forward, and then it's in. And then the key is obviously to keep this in the same place all the time. You'll see it's slack. Then bring it forward, and then if you pan up above, Steve, if you want to just go above, come up above, you'll see the square. So obviously as I turn it, it'll come. Hopefully you can see that. It'll come out. So nearly 3/4 of the way back, downside down. And then find your location, which is there, obviously. Then if I bring it forward, that's the lock. And when everybody, we have a laugh about that. I won't put the bolt in a minute, but as you lift it up, that's the bit that when you think your bike's going to fall over, it's that bit there, and it's locked out, and that's the bit. So obviously bolt back in. That's it. Spring replaced. Dead simple.
Job done.
Job done. Hope that helps you.
Okay, I hope you found those videos informative today, and please consider subscribing and pressing the bell button, and we'll see you in the next video hopefully. Okay, bye for now.